welcome and welcome back. My name is Raquelle Lynnette. Thank you for clicking on the video. It's kind of a silly subject, but it's just really a video to take your mind off of everything that's going on, right? We're going to be aware, but we also do need to take our mental health into consideration. So this is just going to be a lighthearted, get ready with me talking about my crazy, heartbreaking crushes throughout my life. And also, if you stick around for the end of the video, I do have a giveaway because I finally reached 2K here on YouTube, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I love my Kel's crew, and every time that I hit a certain K is when I start giving things away. Okay, so if you're interested, let's go ahead and jump right in. So I know times are heavy right now. I know that a lot of awareness needs to be brought to all the situations that are happening right now. But at the same time, I do have to balance my mental health. I decided to do this video just to be lighthearted. I know everybody is under, extreme stress or, emotional stress, right? I mean, we're in a civil war, clearly. There's a bunch of stuff happening every single day. And it's like you never get a break when you log in because you want to be connected, but at the same time, you want to have, mental stableness. So I decided to do this video just to take our minds off of it just for a little while. If you were looking for any links or anything on how to be proactive, I have listed those in the description box below, direct links. So we're not going to forget about, what we are fighting for actively. That is not off the table. It's just not what I'm going to be directly talking about today. So I love the Milk Makeup Brow Pen. I did a review on it. It's just so quick and easy to give you a really defined brow. Like, I really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my brows up with some concealer. All right, so yeah, just cleaning up my brows right now. All right, so my brows are done. So yeah, I got an entire list, you guys. I was just sitting there the other day and I was like literally thinking like, what is my type? Because I talk with my mom all the time and her type is like unset, dead set. She just prefers black men. She's never dated outside of her race. And she's met nice guys who wanted to pursue her, but she just has a certain type. Some guys have a certain type, and we can't sit here and bash people for having a preference. It just becomes an issue when they're bashing someone else to justify why they have a certain preference. That's where colorism and things come in. But this is not that area. I'm just talking because I literally don't have a type. Of course they have to be funny or whatever, but when it comes to color or how they look, I really don't have a type. And I realize that. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist to wake my skin up. It smells really good. And then I'm gonna take the Rose Gold Elixir 24K Moisturizing Gel Cream, and I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my face. This is a very tricky formula. It's like a gel, but it's like a super goopy gel, but it is really moisturizing, and I do like that it has the gold specks in it too. So I really like it. It smells really good and citrusy. So yeah, I just was sitting back and realizing okay, I don't really have a type, and I just was thinking back to all the times when I felt those butterflies in my stomach, or I couldn't stop thinking about a guy and writing notes and visualizing our futures together, and none of them kind of were the same. I don't know, there's a common denominator. If there's a common denominator, I'm attracted to men for different reasons. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids with this Pat McGrath Labs. This is an M18. I used to be boy crazy. I always used to have a crush on people for the most random reasons. I don't know who can relate to me, but I just did. I was a tomboy. I didn't have a baby sister until I was 14. I used to hang out with the boys and have crushes of them All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and prime with Farsali's Rose Gold. This is the liquid powder, and this creates a mask. And I like this. I've only used it a couple of times, so I'm going out in the sun today, so I want to really have my skin be protected, not get oily or anything while I'm in the sun. It's 100 degrees out right now. Now I'm putting the Unicorn Lip Mask on, and it's an antioxidant. I don't really see what the difference is between this and a $2 lip gloss or chapstick, so I'm not gonna purchase that again. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this crush list, and I want you guys to judge me. You feel free to roast me. All right, so picking up the Huda Beauty, this is my Topaz Obsessions, one of my favorite palettes of all time. I'm just gonna start putting this orange shade in the crease and talk to you guys. I'm mixing these two oranges together to create a brighter orange. So my first crush that I ever remembered, I was 5 and I was in kindergarten, and the second graders were coming to our class and to help the kindergartners, you know what I mean, like the buddy system or whatevs. And there was this one boy, this is back in the 90s, he had one of the plaid shirts on, like one of the cool plaid shirts on, and he looked like Jordan Catalano from My So-Called Life, and he was just so cute. And I just remember that was the first time I ever had butterflies over a boy. He was really cute. He had the 90s hairstyle, everything, and that plaid freaking button-up that was tied around his waist. And I just can remember like jumping over chairs and like just trying to be cool for this kid, and he was being nice to me, like we were playing and stuff, so I mean, that was cool. But he was, I'm not gonna name like all my crushes in my life, I just wanna make note of the very first time I remember myself being attracted to a boy. Alright, so then jump ahead to age 6. I had a crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He was just so cute. Just so cute, like he was just so cute. He was the comedic relief on Home Improvement. He was super tan. He had the cool 90s kid hair. He was just really cute. Like, who didn't have a crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas, honestly? Okay, so that was age 6. And then, so age 7, Hanson came out. I know you know the song. Yeah. That was my shit. I had a crush on Hanson, no particular brother. They're all cute. I like the youngest one because, I mean, he was like the closest to my age, and the other ones were older, so I guess you could say I like the youngest one. But that didn't last too long, about as long as their one-hit wonder lasted, because the next year was when I had the biggest crush, but then it just hit me like a pile of bricks. Leonardo DiCaprio. So now I'm just cutting my crease, and then I'm going to be cleaning up this outer edge. All right, so now I'm going to take that peachy color and I'm just going to put that on my lid. So that is just going in the middle, and we're stopping it right there. Not towards the tear duct or anything. I think I'm going to put a shimmery shade towards the tear duct. So now I'm going to go ahead and just pick up the shimmery shade and put that towards the tear duct. I always like to put a shimmer shade no matter what, usually, because it just really wakes your eyes up. It makes it look bright and alive. See? Cute. I'm gonna pick up Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer and just draw a wing, because I want to make a yellow wing rather than a normal. A little bit on the back of my hand, pick up that same brush that I used to cut my crease and start carving out my wing. That's why I wanted to clean up the outer V, just to have a guideline of where to start. So I'm using this Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I'm in the shade Hazelnut, or 5N2, and it's a really good, more matte than I'd expected actually, and it's full coverage, and it looked a little bit orange, but it actually worked out to be my shade. I've used this like 2 times before. Leonardo DiCaprio. Actually, I was more in love with his character in Titanic, Jack. I was in love with Jack. Oh my God, who didn't fall in love with Jack, right? The underdog who got with the rich, wealthy girl. So cute, so charming. It's like the story that everyone falls head over heels for. Everyone I knew, we all were obsessed with Leonardo DiCaprio. So handsome. I mean, that crush lasted a long time, until one day my heart was crushed because they were like, oh, Leo only dates models, and I really thought for some reason that I was going to marry this man. When I really thought that I was going to marry Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know. I was a dreamer, boy crazy, straight up. You definitely have to work with this Laura Mercier foundation because it dries like really fast. This is like the fastest drying foundation. This dries faster, it sets faster than the Fenty Beauty. So you're really gonna have to work with this quick if you're working with it. I haven't used a beauty blender in so long. I've been using brushes to blend my foundation lately. God, Leonardo was just a dreamboat. Oh my gosh. So that lasted a long time. I can remember just listening to My Heart Will Go On and just imagining myself in the boat, like super dramatic. Oh my gosh. A baby, like I was only in 2nd grade. I was 7, I want to say. I was 7 when that came out. I'm 30, so I can always tell what year it is when so like if it's 1997, I was 7, which was a good damn year. Take me back, because 2020 ain't it? So let me go back to the list. So 7 was Leonardo DiCaprio, and then like I said, that one lasted a long time. So I finally started getting interested in other boys when I was around 9. Backstreet Boys. 8, 9, Backstreet Boys. In particular, AJ and Nick Carter, my favorites. The best voices of the group. Well, not the best voices, like now that I realize like they all have good voices, but AJ was my absolute favorite. AJ had the strongest voice, which made me migrate to him. He was the darkest, he was like the edgy one. I really liked him, I loved his voice so much. And then Nick was the cute, pretty boy. Like, how could you not like Nick Carter? You were made and conditioned to be in love with Nick Carter. Like, if you weren't, what was wrong with you? So I'm gonna be using the Pat McGrath, this concealer, just to do under my eyes again. I'm still in love with the Backstreet Boys. They come to Vegas all the time. Like, I'm still in love with them, I'm not gonna lie. Will always have a place in my heart. Just all of their music, you know, like all of the phenomenon, and they never like really fell from grace, if that makes sense. So how could you not love them? I still love them. I follow them on Instagram. My daughter knows all of their songs. She loves them too, which makes me feel good because she knows like every single lyric. She loves it. She researched it by herself, like the lyrics and stuff. So like when we sing along to it in the car, she knows the lyrics. And that means that I'm making my old self proud. BSB forever, period. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and contour with my Tantour by Huda. I'm using my Fenty Beauty, this is the Cashew Pro Filter Setting Powder, a new favorite. But with this powder, I do like to bake until I'm done, like sculpting my face. And it doesn't become patchy, it doesn't give a flashback. This is the only powder that I think works like that, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just going to bake that a little bit, and then I'm going to set the rest of my face with Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep. This is my first time trying this kind, so I just want to see what it's going to set like in my face. So after the Backstreet Boys, it was really, I got into wrestling. That's when like the WWF was like with The Rock. I had a crush on The Rock. I had a crush on Stone Cold Steve Austin as well. And that's how this video came about, because I was watching the movie, or I'm watching this series. Well, my boyfriend is watching the series. It's called Behind the Ring. It's so intense, like a lot of drama happens behind the scenes of these wrestling worlds, like a lot, like murder, scandals, robbery, the mafia. It's a lot. It's crazy as hell. You guys should check it out if you want to get your mind off of some things. Like, I don't really watch TV, but that's one of the things, like when he falls asleep and the TV's still on, like I'll watch it. But yeah, so I was just thinking about it. And that was around 2000, 1999, 2000. So I was like 9, 10. Around 11 is like when NSYNC, you know, came out. I love JC Chasez. I love JC Chasez. I never liked Justin Timberlake's hair. It was blonde like when they first came out. I liked one song, I lie awake, I drive myself crazy. I like that song, but like it wasn't big enough for me to give up my crush on the Backstreet Boys, who were having a hit after hit. So yeah, it was them for a mighty long time, you know what I mean? Like those were just like the boy band. I come from the boy band era, and what a great era it was. What a great era it was to have the boy band, you know what I mean? Because after NSYNC, we had B2K, and ooh, I was so obsessed with B2K. We all were. And I love J-Boog. 12, 13, I'm around 12, 13 right now, right? So like NSYNC is kind of like falling off, and that B2K comes on the scene. I'm like, oh my god, they are so cute. Their music, I love their music. I got their CD one year for Christmas. I had gotten their CD, my mom got me for it. And then I was gonna go to the concert, and I had written a note to some boy. He was this Asian boy, and my mom found it, and Jay was 16 and I was 12, so I couldn't go to the concert, which was harsh punishment, mother. How dare you? But thank God the Millennium Tours are back, so I kind of win in the end. So after that, after B2K, I started moving towards rappers. I started listening to Twista, even though it was like the old 90s jam. That was like when I started like really getting rebellious, so I started like having a crush on Twista and like Do or Die. it wasn't even for like their looks, it's just their swag, their lyrics, their music. And then Chingy was a big thing in 2003, so I was 13. Chingy came on the scene. I was in love with Chingy. He was so cute. He's like this Hennessy colored wine. He got this swag. He got the St. Louis. I like the way you do that right there. Hey. So like that was just a big phenomenon. I was in love with Chingy's cute ass. And then summer 2003, that was Chingy. And then summer 2004, when I was 14, I had a crush on Drake, or AKA Jimmy. I had the oh my god, that was like a good time. The noggin, like when you used to log on and make your own avatar and like just be it. That was just like a summer. Like that's like when I first like growing up, like and really like liking and like being on the computer. I can remember watching the getting into Degrassi. I was obsessed with Degrassi. I've seen every single episode. All right, I'm gonna pick up this Beauty Bakery. This is their coffee and cocoa palette. And I'm just gonna use I'm gonna use all the colors in here. The two ones, Deja Brew and Antidepressant, I use that to sculpt and contour. And then You're Grounded will be the highlighter, and La Vida Mocha will be my blush. So that, just letting you guys know. Where is my brush? I never thought that like Drake was cute, but it was like I had to like him, you know, because he was Jimmy and he was like the nice jock and he was like the only black boy on Degrassi, you know what I mean? So you like had to love him because he was a nice guy. I liked Drake, but I also liked Craig. Craig was like the first fuckboy that I ever liked. He was like messing with Manny's emotions. If you're a Degrassi head like me, you know what I'm talking about. Craig was just like the first fuckboy, like, and I should have known right there something wrong with me. But he was like the musician. Craig was the musician, and like Mandy was a younger girl who fell in love with him, and they eventually, you know, got together. And he was cheating on his girlfriend. It was just a mess. But he was cute, and he played the guitar, so I had a crush on him and Drake. I just hope that like when my kids are being teenagers, there's some type of Degrassi that they'd be able to relate to. That was really good TV. 2016 hit. I was 16. And Robin Thicke's Lost Without You came out. And I was sold. I used to listen to that video. I used to watch that video on my brother's PSP over and over and over and over. I was absolutely infatuated with Robin Thicke and his Spanish guitar, his wooing, his cooing, how he sung. It hit me again like a pile of bricks. Such a pretty blush. Really, I forgot to feature this in my blush guide, so I'm showing it now. But Robin Thicke just had this grown man sexiness swag, and at the time I was just trying to come into being a woman. I had my first job. I was like coming out of my emo stage, you know what I mean? So when his song came out, I just absolutely fell in love with him. Oh my gosh. And I still love Robin Thicke till this day. Okay, so after Robin Thicke, which the crush continued, it never went away. And then Lil Wayne. So I was 17. Lil Wayne was coming on the scene super heavy, and I'd already liked rap, you know what I mean? But like Lil Wayne had a different type of swag. His lyrics and his metaphors just hit so well, and I fell in love with it. Like I used to listen to nothing but Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne. That was my first rap concert, and I was like right there with him in the DJ booth. I was in the DJ booth and he was on stage. I went with my cousins, and it was such a good time. That's when I figured out that he was very short. He's like 5'5", I want to say. So like I stopped having like a crush on him like that. I just had a crush on his mind and his lyrics and his delivery, because the man has hits after hits. He got me through some hard times. Like really, his lyrics just taught me like to be resilient and to keep fighting. And you know, people are gonna hate, do you, and you will come out a winner. So like he really did teach me a lot. So around 21, like T.I. was heavy on the scene. I'll put a little bit more blush on. He was heavy on the scene. I really liked T.I.'s swag, flow, delivery, his little southern twang. I love accents. It doesn't matter if you're from St. Louis, Britain, down south, New York. Well, I don't like Washington D.C. I don't like D.C. accents. That's the only accent I don't like. But everything else, I have a thing for accents. I just love them. So yeah, T.I. had the southern swag, and I really had a crush on him, and I ended up like going backstage with him when I was 23, and he was a really nice guy in person. I know that he's done some questionable things, but he's a really nice and humble guy in real life, honestly. Like, he really is, and I'm not gonna take that away from him. So around, after that time, that's like when I was starting to go backstage. Like, you know, I was going backstage and stuff. So like Machine Gun Kelly came on the scene, and my kid's dad actually showed me Machine Gun Kelly. He showed me one of his songs, because we used to, you know, party and stuff, and then I just had a big crush on him ever since. And I met Machine Gun Kelly a few times. I've gone backstage with Machine Gun Kelly, and like I used to talk to his DJ. I used to kind of be a groupie. Honestly, I hung out with him and his DJs and like his whole band. It was just a great time. They're really good people. After that, so Forgetting Sarah Marshall came out, and it came out maybe when I was 20 or 19 or something, and then I finally watched it and I fell in love with Russell Brand. His accent, he's so smart, but he's so goofy, and I really loved Russell Brand. And now he even has so much more depth. It's awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and line my eyes with this white liner, this Highbrow by Benefit. Alright, and now I'm gonna pick up the Fenty Beauty mascara and just hit my lashes with that. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and pick up Lunar Beauty. This is their Moon Lip Gloss, and it's a perfect nude. Then I'm going to reset my face with that Farsali Rose Gold Mist. Alright guys, so this is the final look, and that is my rundown list of celebrity crushes throughout my life that had a significant amount of damage on this little heart. But yeah, if you're interested in the giveaway that I have going on, it's going to be a gift card to Ulta Beauty. It's going to be $100 gift card to Ulta Beauty. The reason why I chose Ulta this time rather than Sephora is because Ulta has more black owned brands than Sephora does. I would really like for you guys to find some black owned companies at Ulta and use the gift card towards that. I would like for you to do that. It is yours, so you can do whatever you want. But if you would like to reinvest into the black community or black makeup company, you can find some really good brands there. So what you have to do, of course, is thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be checking. Follow me on Instagram. Leave me a comment down below on this video letting me know who your childhood crush was. Like, just narrow it down to one. Who did you have the biggest crush on growing up in your childhood? And yeah, it's going to be open for a week. I'll come back here next Sunday to announce the winner. Again, I just want to give you guys so many hugs and thank you for watching me, commenting. I love every 2,000 of you. Like, for whatever reason you decided to come and stick around with your kid, thank you so much, guys. It really keeps me pushing. YouTube is my baby. Even though I'm more active on other sites, this is truly where I can be myself, and I appreciate you guys, and I just want to give you this back. So feel free to share the video, post. You get extra entries, extra bonus points if you share any of my pictures or any of my videos and screenshot them and send me a DM on Instagram. That'll get you extra entries for how many times you do that. All right, so let's get it going. Thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you here in my next video. Bye.